I freaking love Kung Fu movies. Love it. Love it. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's a little rainy here in York, Pennsylvania. And what are we doing? It's March already. What? It's in like a lion, out like a lamb, or whatever. So we're coming in with a nor'easter. It's going to be great. Got a new truck. Was hoping for a real bad snowstorm, but alas, I'll have to wait. So I'll have to go find some mud. Maybe get the chainsaw out. So what are we doing today? What are we doing this month? So last month, let's see, February, we did the four sessions on growing your business. And we were thinking about it today, and I had a brainstorm last night, and a bunch of other people are doing this, people that I love and respect, and they're doing a 31-day Facebook challenge. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. So what are we going to do? We're going to do Facebook Live every day for the month of March. I don't know what time it's going to be at. But so you'll just have to stay tuned. What I'm going to ask you to do is share the living crap out of this. It's going to be good. What? All right, 31 days. And so we thought, well, instead of just going on for 31 days about random stuff, like what can we give you guys and girls out there that can really improve your life? And since I'm a big mindset guy, and I figured we can do a 31-day challenge on mindset. Because if you can shift your mindset, then you can achieve anything you want. It's fantastic. And that's why we opened today with a little Bruce Lee, little action, because that guy, one of the people I always thought was the most awesome person in the world, had a great mindset and great character. And, you know, some of our mentors have that. So we're going to do that. So 31 days, month of March. It's going to be great. Join us, share it. We hope you're going to get a lot out of it. And what is this challenge? So I start all of my coaching and all my clients, and they're all doing this, how to shift into abundance, right? From scarcity to abundance. And I'm going to erase this here. 31 days of awesome. Maybe that's what we'll call it. Yeah, Devin, make that note. This is 31 days of awesome. Yeah, he just left. How to be awesome. So we start in scarcity and then abundance. And, you know, most of us oscillate here. Right? And this is I'm not good enough mindset enough. And this is plenty. And there's a lot of things that hang off of this, right? So this is, you think of this as worry. Where's my next paycheck coming from? Is there enough deals out there? I don't know. And there's always clients. And this is a huge shift from how we think, right? We've been talking about this in various capacities through the past 2 months, but now we're really going to kind of hammer away at this and how this can manifest in your life. And I'm going to be sharing with you what I'm doing every day so that you know this stuff's real, right? What other way to set an example than to do it? And I'm going to do this challenge with you, all right? So when we do this, we think about, all right, I understand this, Tim. It's great. I want to be abundant thinker. I don't want to worry as much or at all. I want to be looking forward, you know, because the opposite of worries is creating ideas, and ideas are great because ideas are the spawn of all that is awesome. So, you know, if you're just joining in, please share, get this out there on your Facebook pages, let people know, because that's what we want to be doing. Make some adjustments here. Thank you, Devin. Devin's the silent partner in the background. He makes everything work here, by the way. So what do we do to do this? Well, I'm going to share with you what I do, because this is what I've been taught. This is what every successful person has done that I've read and researched and listened to, and this ties into things like the law of attraction, right? So that's part of this, and what we think is what we get. So let's just review a few things. Our thoughts are what we create, right? So if we want to create anything, we have to think about it first. And that's why being positive, this just isn't a cliche. We're going to actually prove this over the next 31 days, that what we think is what we create. Because our thoughts go into our actions, our behaviors, and ultimately our habits. So here's a key point for everybody. If you want to change your habits, the best way to do this is to change the way you're thinking about it. And we're going to go through this all month long. All right, so the question is, if we're negative, and you know, if I misspell something, you guys can bite me because I'm not an English teacher. So there, if you're an English teacher, you can correct me. You're the only ones on the planet that can correct me. But anyway, so if you have negative thoughts, which we all have these, and these are our, you know, own self-doubts that come out, then we need to figure out a way to change these. So I'm going to give you a way to change these right now. This is what we're going to do, and I dare anybody. Yeah, that's right, I'm daring you, suckers. Let's do this, right? Do you want a better life? Do you? Do you want to make more money? Better job, better career, better business, better whatever? This is where it all starts. It all starts right up here in the gray matter. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm just going to give it to you today. So what you need to do is change the way we're thinking. And if you read any of the amazing books, and maybe we'll do some book reviews. Like I'm going to give you one right now. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Okay, great book. If you're in business, you need to read it. You have to read it. It's fundamental. But in that, you know, he chronicles some of the most successful people of his time, and these are truths. So they're not they applied back in the 30s and 40s and 50s, and they apply today as well. So and it's a quick, easy read. If you don't like to read, get it on Audible. Get the book. But in that book, he articulates that there's, and this goes into most of Tony Robbins' stuff to today, to the current people, and most of all the successful people I know do this. And they have, what we have is a morning routine. Okay, now it's a routine, right? So it means you do it every day. You don't skip out, and I think everybody that's jumping on can get 5, 10, 15 minutes of their morning. All right? So how do you do this? How do you change your life? How do you move yourself into abundance? This is about transformation. It's transformational, because once you start doing this, you're going to start seeing life in a different, more positive way. So the first thing we do, okay, this will feel a little odd. You're probably not going to like it. You're going to probably be like, Tim, this is bullshit, but it's not. So just go do it. Is you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror. All right. So what do you need? You need a mirror. Okay. Get a mirror. Look into it. And tell you that you love you. And do that for 3 minutes. Step one. Okay, anybody can do that. I'd ask anybody on that, when's the last time you told yourself you love yourself? You know, it's really great. It's when your 9-year-old goes around telling himself he loves himself. It's fantastic. All right, so that's the first one. That's number one. Okay, this is part of the morning routine. Get up, brush your teeth. I love you, you're the best. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Okay, so that's step one. All right, now what are we doing with this? Now we're really starting your day in a place of abundance and self-love, right? And you got to love yourself before you love others and all that. And we know that, so do it. All right, next thing. Yeah, I'll erase this. That's good. Next thing. So the way to get into the abundance mindset, it's pretty simple, is out of gratitude. So I'm going to say another bad word, journal, because no one likes to do that, because they think of little girls in grade school that do this. Well, maybe they're the happiest. I don't know. All right. So what you do is simple. You write 3 things, maybe 5 things you're grateful for. It's really simple. So for 31 days, you can do this. I'm going to do this. I do this anyway. So we'll share with the experiences we have. But when you do this, here's the key. A lot of people are saying you got to write 25, 30 things, 50 things down. And the reality of it is, it doesn't really matter. What you got to do is you got to kind of be in that state of gratitude. So if you write something down, like this morning I wrote down, I was grateful that my son woke me up so we weren't late. And I was grateful for my wife to call the house to wake me up because I was working late last night. And he answered it. Got me out of bed. Nothing better than getting a hug from your son in the morning, getting you out of bed, right? Something to be grateful for. That's it. Simple. Maybe you're grateful it's raining now. I don't know. I love the rain, by the way. I would rather this be snow so I could test out the truck, but maybe it'll get muddy All right, so the third thing you do is really simple, is you meditate for 2 to 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or you can pray. And the key to this, if you're praying, is to pray for somebody else. That's it. Pretty simple. So if you're Catholic, say a couple Our Fathers, Hail Marys, whatever. If you're not, you can meditate. It's all good. And the thing of it is you're just, what we're doing is we're training your brain, we're rewiring your brain to get away from the fear center of the amygdala into the other pleasure sections of the brain. That's all. That's it. Simple. It's neuroscience. Look it up. I don't really care. Don't look it up. Take my word for it. Okay. So, there's one other thing you can do, and this is something, and I'll share this maybe later on. In your journal, you have this journal out here. Keep it with you during the day, right? So I'd take a page, write in the 3 things you're grateful for. I'm grateful for this. Fantastic. I feel good. I'm in a good mood. And then what you do is simply write down during the day your negative thoughts. Now, I had a client come in and wonderful person. She's like, I don't have negative thoughts. I'm like, we all do. It happens. And there's a couple key phrases you can think about when you're talking to yourself, you know, or when you're talking to somebody else. And it's the and because. But and B-E-C-A, yeah. And because. Okay? And here's the deal. I'm getting laughed at. It's all good. This is hysterical. Here's the deal. When you say, well, I can't do it, you know, I would do it, but that's a negative thought, right? Because you're discounting what you just said. So, you know, it's like, I really like Devin, but that shirt he wears, you know, that it takes away that front half of the sentence. I like his shirt, by the way. It's great. Yeah. Let's take a look. Thanks. There it is. Yeah. That's the English teacher's there. All right. Well, sometimes I write faster than my mind. My mind goes faster than I can write. So suck it. All right. So, and if you think, well, I would do it, you know, I did this because whatever, you know, these are excuse and negative things, and it really detracts from what you're doing. So you can write those down. Just get those out of your head. Write them down. Get them out of your head. Do it for a month. How hard is this? How hard is this? So why are we doing this? Well, we're doing this because we want to change and shift you into the abundance mindset. Okay? It's that simple. It's that simple. Do this for the 30 days. So what else are we going to talk about today? Had a couple things. You know, what's been going on with us here at FivesSquared? We've been crushing it. It's been great. Been busy. A lot of great new clients. And we just thought this would be a great way to serve you. One of the things that, you know, we started with Bruce Lee this morning, or this afternoon. I don't know what time it is. It's all one great big glorious day. Is how do you get that mindset? How does somebody like Bruce Lee do what he did? Because he was in that abundance mindset. And when you start to shift, abundance, you know, we want to get into this whole thing about ideas. Now, I've done this journaling for a long time. And one of the things when I was really down after this horrible job I had and moving in, before we started this, I was doing a lot of journaling. And one of the things we found, and when I was working with my coach, after a while, we had a bunch of negative ideas, thoughts in there, and over time, what we started to come out were a bunch of ideas, which was hence the genesis of the company. So, I mean, this stuff works, and everything I'm telling you, I'm doing myself. And for those of you that have known me a long time, you know I was an angry SOB probably, but now I killed that guy. He's dead. So this is the new Tim 5.0. All right, see a little play my name. See what I did there? It's great. All right, so this is the challenge. 31 days. The 31 days of March. We're gonna do these Facebook Lives, so you can check these out. We're gonna go over what we're doing. So today we had a bunch of meetings. It was fantastic. We made some new friends. It was great. Came in, was able to serve some people. So we're excited about that. I get really jazzed up being able to help with a new company getting up and running. Allergy Orchard. So if you have some food allergies and need some great food, like Devin loves nuts. He loves when I bring in the nut-filled clusters of stuff. Sequesters himself in a bubble. I think I just got flipped the bird. It's good. So, you know, what we're doing is really focusing on, you know, how do we help these people? How do we get them up and running? And so, food allergies, if you had any, they're over in Lancaster. What is it?
Allergy Orchard.
Allergy Orchard. So, check them out. They're online. Great. A lot of great products. Fantastic people. Very knowledgeable experts in the food that they're carrying over there. It's a great big store that they've got. So, we're excited for them. And they're doing well. So, then we had a couple clients come in today. Really served them well today. Got them running and up. And what was the interesting thing when we're watching some of the clients coming in is their ability when they're in abundance to think about new ideas. You know, doing some networking, setting up meetups, doing a lot of new activity that they haven't done before, and they're excited about it. It's great. So I think that's going to be about it for today. It's not going to be quite as long as we wanted or that we were thinking, but this is the first one to kick off the 31-day challenge of March. And happy to be here with everyone. Take care.